All
All
right.
right.
Heyo.
Heyo.
And
And welcome everybody to. Sorry about that. My dogs are going crazy. Heyo. Welcome to Friday Night System Outage. I'm your host and Jank Master Supreme Charles, also known as System Outage. So last week I played. What did I play last week? Tetsuzanko, which was an NBN deck. It's Harpsichord Studios that I found online, and I really liked how many traps it had in it. By the way, if you guys can't hear me, if my voice is too low or whatever, please let me know in the comments so I can make adjustments on the fly. Anyways, this Harpsichord deck was one that it reminded me a lot of my Fear the Walking Dead Cybernetics Division deck. It was very trap heavy and very much like every agenda that the runner took was going to punish them somehow. And that just seemed like a lot of fun to me. I played it, as you can see on the screen. I played 17 games with it. I won 4 and lost 13. So it's not the best deck. Part of it is that I'm not the best player. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So last week, I solicited some of you guys to give me an idea as to what kind of deck you'd like to see me play this week for the runner. And Vadim ended up mentioning Ayla. I looked around. I didn't really find an Ayla deck that kind of struck my fancy. But what I did find was a Los deck, which I'm naming Indecent Exposure. It's so cool. It's so cool. It leverages very heavily on Amakua and GPI Net Tap and Zamba. So I'll go over those three real quickly since they're kind of the crux of the deck. So obviously Los is a criminal ID, 0 link, 45 minimum card deck size, and 15 influence. He's a Gmod, and his ability reads, the first time the corp reses a piece of ice each turn, gain 2 credits. And his flavor text is from code to profit in 3 easy steps. So Los is, well, criminal in general is about putting lots of pressure on the corp. And I know that's kind of like every runner's thing is putting pressure on the corp. But I feel like runners specifically are about making the corp. It's more than any other faction. It's about econ and econ denial. We saw that with Count Siphon, which granted is an old card. In fact, I'll pull that up real quick. Count Siphon. I should have had these pulled up ahead of time. So, granted, these cards have rotated out of the pool, but they are like the ultimate criminal cards. So, Count Siphon is make a run on headquarters. If successful, instead of accessing cards, you may force the corporation to. Sorry, I think I have like an eyelash stuck here. You may force the corp to lose up to 5 credits. Then you gain 2 credits for each credit loss and take 2 tags. So a common play was if they didn't ice headquarters, you would play this on clicks 1 or 2. They would lose up to 5 credits, and you would gain up to 10, and then you would remove a couple of tags. So this one was, yes, about gaining a little bit of econ, but it was mostly econ denial for the corporation. Now, Temujin contract is all about econ for the runner, and it says, choose a server. It's a resource, 4 credits to play. Choose a server and place 20 credits from the bank on Temujin contract when you install it. When there are no credits left on Temujin contract, trash it. And the ability is, whenever you make a successful run on the chosen server, take 4 credits from Temujin contract. So you just got stupid rich really fast. I mean, it got out of hand, which is why it's banned now, and account siphon has rotated out. But anyways, I felt it was important to explain to. I'm sorry, I've got some eyelash drive me crazy. I felt that it was very important to explain to viewers the core of what the criminal faction is, and more than any other faction, it's econ. So Los, in that same vein, is about econ and econ denial and making, yeah, forcing the corporation to make fiscally difficult decisions. So you want to put on pressure so that when they res ice, not only are they losing money because they're resing ice, but you're gaining money because they are resing it. So that's kind of the backbone of the deck. Now, how does that work? How do these cards support that? Well, the main breaker, Amakua, is an AI and it's virus, and it says whenever you expose a card or access cards and do not steal or trash any of them, place one counter on Amakua. It has +1 strength for each virus counter on it, and its text reads 1 credit to break an ice subroutine. So it's extremely efficient. It's very cheap to play. Only 3 credits and 1 memory. But it is solely reliant on accessing cards and not trashing or stealing them. So if you install, run headquarters, and steal an agenda, you get no counters on it. Whereas if you run headquarters and you access a piece of ice, which obviously you can't steal and you can't trash, you gain 1 virus counter. Now Amakua has a strength of 1. So it's easy to get locked out. All they have to do is place some punishing ice on the outside of any server and purge. And if you don't have backup breakers, like here we have Kusa, which will bounce barriers back to hand, Nanotech, Peregrine to derez code gates. You have to have backup breakers to support Amakua because it's not really viable for that to be your only icebreaker. Excuse me. Okay, so what are some ways that we can make Amakua much more of a threat? Because, like I said, if the corporation purges virus counters, all of a sudden you have an AI breaker that has a strength of 0. And if there aren't any servers which you can run into freely without encountering ice, you could find yourself in a bad situation very quickly. So, what are some ways you can mitigate that? Well, one is you could play Silhouette, and her ability. In fact, I will pull her up because she is my favorite ID in the entire game. It says the first time you make a successful run on headquarters each turn, you may expose 1 card. So with Silhouette, on click 1, you run headquarters. Let's say you access a Komainu in the corporation's hand, and you expose a card in a remote server. You actually gain 2 virus tokens on Amakua. You gain 1 for a successful run and not stealing an agenda or trashing a card, and 2 for the expose effect from Silhouette's ID ability. So that ID is one way that you can buff this up. Obviously, we're not going that route. So one of the other ways is well, we'll come back to that. Deuces Wild. So Deuces Wild was made by the world champ winner in 2014, Dan Dargenio. It's 2 credits to play. It's an event, and it says resolve 2 of the following in any order. Gain 3 credits, so basically gain a credit. Draw 2 cards, remove 1 tag, or expose 1 piece of ice, and then make a run. So that last one doesn't get played a whole lot. Most people, I feel, use it specifically for the first 2, such as gaining a credit and drawing 2 cards, which is extremely efficient, given that it only takes 1 click play this card, you're basically getting 3 clicks: credit, draw, draw in 1 click. And also sometimes removing the tag, depending on the deck, depending on the corporation you're going up against. Um, it's kind of, well, I guess it's kind of a toss-up between the third and the fourth subroutines, but third and the fourth option on Deuces Wild. But in this deck, we are always, always going to play the fourth option, assuming that there is at least one unres piece of ice, because that gives us a free turtle counter, just right off the bat. The main way that we're going to get counters, and we are going to get a lot of them, a whole lot, is GPI net tap. It's a piece of hardware. It says whenever you approach a piece of ice, you may expose it. You may then trash GPI net tap to jack out. Sometimes the itsy bitsy data is most important. Okay, so what is this card really going to do? Are we going to play it to not have to face an archer? Maybe, but that's not really the goal. The goal is to have all 3 GPI net taps down with Zomba, which says whenever a corp card is exposed, you may gain 1 credit. Now, what's important to know about this isn't whenever the first time a corp card is exposed, a run or a turn, it's whenever. So you can use GPI net tap on a 3 deep server, so 3 pieces of unres dice. As you approach the outermost, you can expose it. You gain as many counters on Amakua as you have GPI net taps, and you gain as many credits as you have GPI net taps per ice. It's crazy. It gets out of hand so quickly. And the main thing, going back to Amakua, the main thing that makes Amakua a little dicey is that if they purge and there aren't any open servers to get into, meaning servers with ice that you know they can't res, or servers that don't have ice, it's very difficult and very expensive to get Amakua's counters back up to a range where you could comfortably start running again. That is not the case with GPI net tap. You could get, well, I mean, you'll see, but it rapidly gets out of control. We're also running one film critic to deal with things like Obokata Protocol, and also to get around Hunter Seeker, because we're not running any recursion. We've got Salset Slums to take out key pieces, obviously SACCon. We've got Maxwell James to make sure that we can derez expensive pieces of ice. So you run headquarters and then you run a remote, knowing that they have something like, say, DNA tracker, or, oh, even better, Chiashi, right? So let's say the corp is filthy rich and they can afford to res a Chiashi. And you run it. If you've successfully run headquarters and you have a Maxwell James out, they're not going to res this. They're not, because they're going to lose 12 credits, because they'll res it, you'll pop Maxwell James, and it goes face down, and they don't have another window in which to res it. So it's a very strong ice resing deterrent. We also have Aeneas Informant, which says whenever you access a card with a trash cost, not in archives, and do not trash it, you may reveal it and gain 1 credit. So between this, Zomba, and GPI net tap, and Tapworm, which honestly we don't really care about, it's mostly going to be GPI net tap and Zomba and Aeneas. We're going to be filthy rich. Just filthy rich. So let's go ahead, let's find a game to jump into, or rather, let's create one. And let's see how this does. Now, I haven't played this one yet. I know how it works, but I have not actually piloted it yet. So we'll have to see how this works. Oh. Jeff Strube. He's running CTM. Well, we don't want to trash anyways. But we do have slums. Don't know. I kind of want to keep it just for slums. We don't have any of our other pieces. You know what? We'll keep and we'll draw. That's fine. Sea source. Yep. Okay. Well, here it goes. Yep. And that was our only one. All right. So we're going to draw 2 cards. And we're going to remove a tag. Ugh. Let's draw a couple cards. That was clunky. All right. Good to know. IP block there. So that's going to be rough with Amakua. It's going to be rough. I'm pretty sure this is a data raven into quantitative predictive model, or however you say it. All right, gamble, and we'll get that on the table. All right, so now we finally have a little bit of money. All right, let's see. Let's play Fisk. All right, really need to get this out. Pretty sure this is a Mumbad virtual tour here. All right. So we're getting closer. Sorry, it's gonna get hard to read some of this stuff. Oh, come on. Yeah, it's getting a little laggy. Okay. All right, let's start running and building up some counters and also money. Oh my goodness. So much lag. Shouldn't I get a cred from Zamba? All right. Let's run headquarters. All right, I'm going to use one of those. But now we know. All right. His AI hate is strong. Strong, strong, strong. I need to find some more of these. He's just going to res all of his ice. This deck needs Rubicon Switch in it, which it doesn't have. And that's a mistake. For sure. Archives or headquarters. That's so expensive. Oh man. Don't think we're going to be facing net or brain damage. So get rid of that. Let's go check archives. I doubt there's anything in there. Okay, I was wrong. All right. That was expensive. So 4, 8 credit. Oh my gosh, 8 credits. That's so expensive. Hmm. How many remote servers are there? Oh my gosh. Well, this is a problem. Well, hopefully he doesn't run Boom. If he runs Boom, that's game. Ugh. Excuse me. Um. I think we just gain a credit there. Yeah, that's not gonna matter. Xanadu. He doesn't run enough ice for Xanadu to make any kind of difference. All right, so that's whatever. We have Tapworm, so making some money. This is almost surely going to be a QPM. Credit. Draw once. I don't think we can win this. Draw one. Oh, dadgummit. Stupid lag. Yeah, see, this archetype is not good against expose. Not asset spam. Tell that to Los. All right, Jeff, BS. That was asset spam. That was asset spam. It's okay though. All right, so let's try that again. Hopefully we can get a game against more like a glacier deck, which is where this is really going to do well. But we'll see. All right, so not the best showing for the first one. Also, Jeff is he's a tough player, and CTM is just tough, especially now that I don't know. I know I'm going to get blasted for saying this, but I feel like Runner Econ is pretty hurt. Yeah. Granted, oh wait, I know what I wanted to do. That's right. We need to put in a Rubicon switch. So what do we take out? What do we take out? Take out one Fisk. Let's take out an Earthrise. I know. Oh, you're getting rid of your draw. But I feel like without Rubicon switch, we can't really punish. Can't punish the corp enough. All right, Schrader. Fingers crossed that Schrader's playing Glacier. All right. Hey, but we're gonna mulligan. All right. Not great. Not great. All right, so let's Run. I don't want to run yet. Let's draw 2 cards. Oh, this lag is just awful. Either that or it's my computer. It's probably my computer. All right. So it should be at 3. No, no, no. It should be at 4. Draw 2, gain 3. All right. Draw again. Come on. Drop this. No costs 2 to play, then gain 3 for a net of 1. Oh, what an awkward hand. What an awkward hand. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Get rid of that. It's all right. Next turn, we'll play Fisk. Right. 5 minus 2 equals 3. So I should have 2 more. Good looking out. All right. I don't know what this upgrade is. Don't know what it is. Let's play Fisk. Draw 1. Play Rubicon. Okay. All right, that was some good draw. Got us into some economy. We basically got Maxwell and Rubicon down for free. Sort of. Rather, we're back to where we started. Like to see a sack con so I can get this out, but he's so poor anyways. Whenever you draw a piece of ice, you may reveal it and install. Well, that is ridiculous. Let's run headquarters. Let's derez that. All right. It's all right. This is what we're going to do. Forged on that. Let's see what they do. Okay. We'll run archives. Oh my goodness. That was rough. Whew, that Fisk. Yeah. I feel bad. Oh gosh, that was. They mulligan? They did mulligan. That was even after a mulligan. Well, man, that's rough. That sucks. That kind of sucks to win that way. Just like we've all been there where the draw is just it just doesn't go your way. And like nice. Crisium on R&D and a Ginja on headquarters. Check out my YouTube channel. System outage. Peace in our time. All right. Well, just I hate when like that wasn't him playing poorly. That wasn't even me playing well. That was just he drew too many agendas and I had film critic out. That's all it was. Just I got the one card that would win me the game because he had bad draw. That's it. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. All right. So next week I'll be playing another runner deck. I don't play very much Jinteki, but I like Jinteki. Like, I don't know, it's weird. I want to play Jinteki, but I just never really can get enough oomph to build a Jinteki deck or anything like that. So what I'd like from you guys is for someone to email me a deck list that you think would be cool, or like a couple cards that I could build a deck around. And you can email me at systemoutage@outlook.com, and I will play that next week. So hopefully someone joins here pretty soon. Speak of the devil. All right. Heyo. Okay. This is a pretty good start, but well, I guess that's okay. Love to find my film critic really soon. So let's run headquarters. Let's run R&D. Check out. Let's run headquarters again. All right. So he's running CVS, which is not great. But okay. Hey, well that happened. Like this is another one of those. I just happened to get off to a good start. Now we do know he has a Hunter Seeker in hand. So wonder what this is. This must be the CVS. Must be. Hmm. This is tough. This is going to be tough. Really need to draw into our film critic. What to do? Let's do that. Make him use a best defense or purge. Either way, that's a win for us. Get those other cards out of the game. All right, so let's Fisk up. Break a barrier subroutine. Add it to headquarters. All right, let's run again. Oh, that is not what you want to see. Bye, Ankusa. What to do? What to do? Shell Corporation. Okay. I feel like there was another corporation card that did that, right? Like Armored Vaults or something, right? All right, so we're close to getting. Okay, now Archer's online. That's scary. All right. Fordham? Run R&D. So see, here's where GPI net tab starts coming in. Wait. Oh, crap. Hang on. The second part of deuces. All right, so gain 3, take a click, and then Rubicon. All right, derez Fordham, please. All right. So basically, we're just going to bleed them dry here. Hmm. Should we contest that? What does Prysac do? Let me tell him thinking. Can't remember if Prysac gives you a tag or not. One tag, so we can't do that. Okay, I stopped thinking. All right. He said wait. You mean the Fordham? Ah, for CVS. Yes. All right. All we need is one agenda. Archer. Draw. All right, here's where we really start making money. All right. Because here's what he's going to do. I'm going to run and expose this. He's going to pop a CVS. But I'm going to Maxwell James it. So let's do this. Let's run headquarters. So see, it's already getting out of hand. So that's an archer. Okay. I'll jack out. And then watch this. Hmm. Yes, I Rubicon switch this. Then I play leave no trace. No, I can expose on approach. Then I have the option to trash it and jack out. So we'll expose that. All right, so this got a little messy. All right, yeah. So my opponent is right. Destrum, Destrumango. Okay, so that's a Project Atlas. Well, so I did not count on Audacity, even though I saw it earlier. Dang, 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 dang. That was stupid. Such a misplay. All right. Well, that was a train wreck. All right. Well, let's see if this next one goes any better. Rematch? All right. So it looks like we're going to have a little bit of a rematch. Oh. Jinteki on Jinteki. How meta. All right. Daggum. Let's mulligan. Uh, that was not better. Not better. All right. Well, this is not going to go well. Here comes the House of Knives. Oh, maybe not. Oh my goodness. What is that? Oh, what is it? What is it? Let's draw once. Let's run it. Oh. Okay, so they are playing a fast advance. There's the House of Knives. Oh, snap. That works even when it's in mine. Well, Gee. Ugh. Put that out there. Maybe they'll waste a turn purging. Oh, or maybe not. Draw. Let's get some money going. That's cool, man. Keep making those bucks. Put that out there. Sweet. Get both of those out there. So we're just going to be filthy rich this game. So it would be nice to find our Caldera. That's a one of, and it's super expensive, but it would help against the agenda stealing and scoring net damage. Go ahead and get that down. Got our nanotech in hand. We really need to get that out. That's the Obicata. Let's get that out. I don't want to lose that to net damage. We have one more of these, so it's not a big deal. Fisk. Get that out. Let's run headquarters. Go ahead and get the tap out. Okay, so not going to be able to kill us anymore. We have this. They can't purge past all this. They just can't. I don't understand. He's going to give me so much money. Two snares. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's not showing me one of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What does this do? X. The runner must take either X net damage. With -1 agenda point. I wonder if I can salsa that slums that. Yeah, I'm gonna ask on Slack real quick too, because it's kind of a big deal. We'll ask Ben Nee. Man, come on. I just need an answer. This makes for great streaming, huh? Oh, the wife's calling. Hang on. Hey, girl. Okay. Right. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Spectre was, but I put him upstairs. Yep. Oh, that's not it. And by the way, you guys will get a kick out of this. That's definitely not it. He peed all the way down the stairs. I took him out after that. Okay. Love you too. Bye. All right. Sorry about that. Peace. All right. So that one went much better than I thought it would. It was almost like I had teched specifically against his deck, which I assure you was not the case. But I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this. I'm not honestly. I'm not a huge fan of Los, because I never feel like I'm getting the most out of his ability. Man, my internet sucks so much. For anyone who's watching this and is experiencing lots of buffering, I apologize. I know that would be very frustrating. Other Scorpios. Oh. Okay. So let's keep this. We've got a lot of draw. Got some stuff we can play early on. Okay. We'll give them that. Hedge fund. Okay. Let's run server 2. Let's see what that is. Oh gosh. Yes, trash that. Okay. All right. This is not going to go our way. I can already tell you that. It is not. Let's run headquarters. Let's run headquarters. Oh my gosh. All right, if they want to use a hunter seeker for that, I guess they can. card draw. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is going to be so annoying. Ugh. We have to find our film critic. We have to. I don't think we're going to be taking net or brain. I don't know. Maybe you should have saved that for random snare. I don't care. Yeah, he's just going to say program every time. So basically, when we get a program, we're going to have to play it. Oh gosh, we have to find that. Okay. Headquarters. Get some more money down. Oh, this is bad. Bad. Here's our GPI or our Rubicon. Okay. We. Oh, goodness gracious. It's gonna be a Tithonium too. All right, we have to get that out. Ah. Oh! Cleaned it up. Okay. Nope. All right. I can't because I'm playing and streaming, and everyone is hearing this. Why? Oh, wait. Caden, chill. So that's a swordsman. Oh man, if I hit a snare, I'm screwed. About to be locked out of here. Good. This is bad. To res it for free. That was stupid. I'm not that it matters, really. I forgot about that. Search R&D for up to 2 cards. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Ugh. This game right here. I mean, I know that this isn't game point, but there's no way. Mm, this is so bad. Oh my gosh. I don't understand why they did that. Guess just so I can't run. Ugh. This is gonna be tedious. This is so dumb. I don't know why he just doesn't win. Ugh, that was terrible. Freaking hate just straight up prison decks like that. They suck. That's not fun to play against. It's just not fun. Um, I mean, that deck was basically, you will never play any of your cards. I don't know. That's not fun to me. I know that's whining and complaining. Whatever. I don't like those kind of decks. Anyways, so that concludes it for this week. I want to give you guys a big shout out. Thanks for tuning in and watching. A couple of you have um, sent in some questions, and one person even sent in a deck list too. So hopefully I can get to some of that stuff next week. But like I said, I'm Charles, codename System Outage. I stream every Friday from 21 to 2300 Eastern Standard Time. If you have any questions or neat ideas like card interactions, or you have a specific deck you'd like me to play, for instance, next week I'm going to be playing a Corporation deck. And I had mentioned earlier I don't play very much Jinteki, so if you have a cool Jinteki deck list that you would like me to try and pilot terribly, go ahead and send that to me at systemoutage@outlook.com. And until then, peace.